Hi, my name is Andrew Chafin, and I am the assistant of Anshu Chris Jacobson at the Budo Ryu Ninjutsu Dojo. Today we'll be going over the Tomo Kiri-no-jutsu, the art of fog. In the Tomo school of Shinobijutsu, there is a section of training in the Shoden Densho called Teachijutsu. Within that section there are 4 areas that the shinobi would train in to learn how to gather information. Kumo no Jutsu, the spider method, Kanpaku Kumo no Jutsu, the ghost cloud method, Bakemono no Jutsu, Goblin Method, and Kiri-no-jutsu, the Fog Method. In this video I'm going over the 4 areas of Kiri-no-jutsu known as Art of Fog or Mist. There are 4 types of Kiri that are taught, each one with a few variations that are also detailed in the Densho. The 4 types of Kiri are Shiri-Kiri, Kuro-Kiri, Kamura-Kiri, and Kokushi-Kiri. The term Metsubushi means eye blinders. It should be noted that all 4 methods of Kiri can be used as Metsubushi to attack the eyes and vision of the enemy. When Anshu talks about Metsubushi, that means she's going to use one of these 4 methods to attack the eyes to blind the enemy to aid in the form of escape or evasion. When Anshu talks about Kiri, that means that she's going to use one of the 4 methods to be used as a means for infiltration and concealment to aid in gathering information. The Metsubushi methods are the Ura aspects of Kiri-no-jutsu. This also goes in line with Yonin and Inen, or Light and Dark Ninjutsu.
Hi, today Mr. Chapin and I are going to make a group video for you guys, and it's going to be on shinobi powders, okay? We're going to be making 2 separate powders because you don't really make one without the other. You make 2 powders at the same time. We're going to be making Metsubushi, and we're going to be making Kuro-Kiri. We're going to be making both of them. There's lots of things that we're going to be leaving out of the video, and that's just because, as you guys know, we believe that the secrets should be taught to the students only. But we're going to give you guys the gist and the general idea. So the particular action itself stems from 2 sections of the Tenshijin. It's going to be called Mokutan Jutsu, which is the wood art, and then we're going to be using Kajutsu to set up the particular method, or we need fire with wood to create these particular powders, okay? What you guys see here, I've kind of burnt this one down already. Yep. Now, when you guys burn it down, you got these black coals and stuff like that. Watch this. See how it just kind of floats in the air everywhere? Yep. If you guys have ever cut yourself, you know, or you got an open wound, you ever hear those stories of people putting ashes in open wounds and it burns like hell? If you guys ever got ashes in your eyes, it burns. And ashes itself, all this stuff in here, it floats. And it's already a very, very, very fine powder. So ash is actually, which is a byproduct of Mokutan Jutsu and Kajutsu, ash itself is the base of Metsubushi. So we're going to be making Metsubushi and putting in the ingredients and the irritants that go along with that, so I can share with my students some of the secrets. And then from the coals, what you get from the coals from specific wood, and I want to make sure that there is a specific wood that you use. From the coals of this, we mash down the coals into a fine powder as well, and that's where we get Kuro-Kiri, or the black fog. Of course, with that, there's other things that go along with it, but today I'm going to be introducing it and doing a lot of the kuden and the teachings. And then I'm going to go do other things while Chafin puts in the hard work and does the physical labor to make this stuff for you guys. And at the end we'll do a little bit to show you guys how it works, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Bye!
There I am, starting to mix some black fog powder. I would tell you what kind of wood I'm using, but since they told me not to, so I apologize. Once it heats up, I'm going to start breaking it down and turning it into a finer powder. And my objective is to make it really, really fine, so that it floats in the air. Getting there. lot of the wood that I ended up burning, and scooping up a bunch of that stuff into a smaller container, using this to beat the crap out of it to pound it down into a finer, much more spreadable powder, and then I'm putting it all in a big jar. So it's getting pretty good. I already beat it to a pulp, so it's already pretty fine, but there's still a couple clumps in there that I'm ended up breaking down. So I just tested it. Seems to work real well. It's pretty cool. It spreads along with the air, and it likes to stay afloat. And it's black instead of white, so it'll serve its purpose. Now I want to go over a couple of things that you may or may not seen me do. One of the things you need to be aware of are the spots and objects on your person that could reveal you. You'll notice during the second distribution that I do my best to hide the white of my fingernails to reduce the number of white spots in the darkness. Another thing you should be aware of that I didn't take the time to do is cover the shine that can come off your saya of your weapon. A lot of time can pass during the night and elements like Kuro-Kiri can wear off, especially when you sweat, and chances are you won't be immediately aware of it. The wind also plays a big part in the distribution of powder. You don't want it coming back into your face, and heavier wind can prevent you from affecting your target completely. Now in the video I exaggerated the blowing motion and the sound I made because I wanted to be sure people could tell what I was doing. In real application, you would most likely want to have a heavy breath ready through your nose instead of giving your opponent a chance to react by visibly sucking in air through your mouth. They would actually add ingredients to both to further enhance their specific purposes and uses. Right? What they are, I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say that the white powder, Mitsubishi, that you commonly see in a lot of our videos and elsewhere online, it is more for the form of defense, protection. Everyone here has played them with them enough. You know what Mitsubishi powder is. You can use it to blind a surprised enemy and be able to evade and escape. Modern Hanka version of this would be mace. The white Mitsubishi powder was mainly used in a passive-aggressive manner, focusing on striking and affecting the eyes directly. The Kuro-Kiri powder was used mainly for the purposes of coloring and temporary smoke screens. In order to break down the Kuro-Kiri powder, it is generally advised that you light the wood on fire. The heat not only chars the wood, but makes it easier to break down. Along with the added ingredients that they would add in both, what they would also do is, towards the Mitsubishi powder, they would chant a specific protection spell. What it is, not going to say. You got to be a student in order to learn that here, but I'm just letting you know it exists. They would chant a specific spell to further, to further enhance their the ability of the Mitsubishi. Now, the Kuro-Kiri, the black fog powder, has a lot of uses, multiple uses. I'm just going to name a few. The secret ingredients that they add to it, not going to say. But I will say that through the night, obviously it's black. Okay, it makes it great if you want to think of it as a smoke screen for nighttime activity.